Hey folks, Wrath coming at you with another video, getting some questions about what to do in storyline progression, specifically after stage 60. Notice that I haven't really put a lot of time in myself, but I did want to take a minute or two to give you guys an idea on what I've theory crafted and why I think it's relatively good for progression. And it really comes down to two, I would say, key ideas. One is how do we utilize Nord to do a ton of damage? And then two, what kind of support heroes can we build around Nord so that if there are really tanky heroes that have a lot of HP, what can we use to help take those down? So looking at the characters here, we've got Taresh in a pure vigorous set, HP all across the bottom row. He is X30. His main function is to throw Nord behind the enemy lines. Miranda is there to provide a little bit of support at the beginning with a shield and also a damage increase to Nord, as she is X30 as well. And she is in a Herald set with as much accuracy as I need to hit the threshold of 250. Switching over to Rebecca, who I have in my best Gluttony and Sun Signet gear. If I had really awesome Unleashed gear, I'd have it on her, but I don't. And she is rocking a full crit build, so that's high crit rate, high crit damage, high attack, or as much as possible. She's also X30. Nord, who's going to be the MVP of the show. If you can get him in a tempered set, that would be great. If not, that's okay. Mine isn't here. He's in a Marauder set. Also built very high crit rate, crit damage, and attack. And last but not least, we've got Fiona here. She's in a full Hawkeye set, trying to get up to that 300 accuracy for her third skill to refresh Nord's cooldowns. And then for Commander, we're using Grace. You could really use anything, but I decided on Grace to help with Nord's damage a little bit. And finally, for the prototypes, Flowing Rune is really the only one that's necessary. That helps Nord ultimate more often. It also helps Rebecca too, but she has trouble surviving. And then the other two are stats. So whatever you've got the highest leveled, use those. And so just to go over the strategy, so you'll notice that Taresh will throw Nord behind the enemy lines. And this is key. For my account specifically, it's key for two reasons. The first is my Nord isn't all the way Immortal 5 evolved yet and doesn't actually have my best Immortal gear. It's on some of my other characters. And so what I need to be able to do is to get him in front of the enemy units while not soaking up a lot of the damage because he would die. So I've experimented with having him in the front and it doesn't do as well. I've experimented in having him in the front in the damage reduction boots. It doesn't do as well. And so what I came up with is a way to get Nord behind enemy lines so that he could do his magic there. And then all the others are really aimed at supporting him. So to reiterate, Taresh, he throws Nord back to start his magic. Taresh is also actually a fairly good tank himself. And then Miranda and Fiona are supporting both Nord and Rebecca with their various skills, increasing their damage. And so it's this song and dance that we're doing. You know, we're specifically targeting tanky units with Rebecca. We're putting up the shield for Miranda to protect our support units. And then we're strategically using Nord to do the majority of the work and displace the enemy units when necessary. Hopefully this gives you guys some inspiration and answers the questions on how to progress in storyline. I think this team can actually get me very far. Let me know what you guys think. See you on the next one.